as we know, Paul, the show must go on. The Believe You Me podcast must go on. The UFC must go on. And tomorrow we will be back on a plane flying to Baku, Azerbaijan. This morning I wake up and obviously there's a little bit of turmoil. I say a little bit. There's a lot of turmoil going on in the Middle East right now. It's a crazy situation. We're not going to get into any of that stuff. But Azerbaijan does border Iran. And I saw Jared Gordon saying, is the UFC event still going to go ahead? So I text Steve, head of security, said, I'm there. Everything's fine. There's no issues and things like that. And then this morning I saw some reports. Jamahal Hill apparently didn't get on his flight. So I text Zach at the UFC and he's like, no, that's bullshit. He's there.
Yeah.
So Jamahal Hill's in Baku. Rountree's in Baku. We're going to Baku. And it's a hell of a fight card, Paul.
It is a hell of a fight card, and it looks like it's going to be a really cool city too. But just dreading that layover I have in Germany. But once I get there, it should be good if I can get any sleep before the fighter meetings. But this main event, I am pumped. This is going to be violence. There's no doubt about that. This one's going to be pretty brutal, and I think whenever the main event truly is the fight that I'm absolutely stoked about in this one, and Bahamondes and Fiziev, like, come on. There's two fights right there that if it was just those two fights, I would fly to Baku just to see those things go down. So I'm excited. I'm very excited for Bahamondes as well. I think this is a great fight for him and an opportunity to really crack into the ranks and make some noise.
Now, we had Khalil Rountree on a couple of weeks ago, and he said, when we asked him, how do you beat Jamahal Hill? And his answer 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever it was, his answer was, however I want. Words to that effect, right? It was like, I will beat this guy everywhere. And when you look at Khalil Rountree, he's a very, very skilled Muay Thai fighter. Given the coaches that he's working with now, he's really, really focusing on the striking side of things. Doesn't look like he's putting a lot of effort into, becoming a wrestler and stopping takedowns. He wants to be the best striker that he possibly can be, working with some great Muay Thai coaches. So I think technically on the feet, I think he is a better guy. And when you look at the fight that, all right, MMA math doesn't stack up, but you can have some takeaways. Look at his fight with Pereira. Certainly did a lot better than Jamahal Hill did. Of course, Jamahal lost to Pereira and Yuri Prochazka. No shame in that. Both former champions, both great fighters, so zero shame. But Khalil, I think, is the more technical guy. Whereas Jamahal Hill, okay, not as polished, but the man can crack. He has got power, and he'll be coming into this one crazy motivated, because if he's going to stay relevant in the light heavyweight division, he has to win this fight.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why I'm so excited for it, because I do think that you've got two guys that really want to stay at the top and really want to prove that they can get back to beating the Ankalaevs or the Pereiras in this division. And especially for Jamahal Hill, right? Because he's had the chance at the title, then lost again after that. So you figure for him, he really has to go and impress, or he's on a skid that's hard to come back from and get back into that mix. So, and I think you're right about the how it matches up. I think Khalil is definitely the more well-rounded striker. There's no doubt about that. But when Jamahal puts punches in bunches and lands on your head, man, he can thump you, and he's got really good jiu-jitsu. I just don't see how this fight. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Who's got really good jiu-jitsu?
Jamahal Hill has really
Get
good
out of town.
I swear to God. It doesn't get utilized enough, and he doesn't use it. But that's how he started his whole MMA career, was actually in jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm buying that. I mean, I'm sure he knows his arm bars from his triangles and his omoplatas from his goga platas. But I don't think he's going to go out there and be looking to submit Khalil Rountree.
No, that's what I was just about to say. I said I don't think it's going to end up in a ground situation for him to even be utilized as jiu-jitsu, because I don't think either guy is really known for being a really fantastic wrestler. The only way it ends up on the ground is if there's a knockdown and then somebody's trying to finish. Yeah. Left hook.
Best takedown in the game. We cannot make predictions because we will be there, but Harrington and Bryan will not be. So Harrington and Bryan, let me ask you here, who will get blasted in Baku? Okay. Will it be Khalil Rountree?
Oh, tough words.
Who's going to get blasted full frontal in Baku?
I'm going to say you two.
What you mean by one of these guys? By Jamahal?
I got a feeling you're
No.
going to get blasted once or twice over the course of a few days in Baku.
Oh, you're talking about alcohol. Okay.
Oh, missiles. He's talking about. Are you talking about missiles or more
No,
alcohol?
I would
come on,
never. I would
wish
never.
that
Oh,
on me.
my mind went to the whole worst possible situation.
Mine went somewhere else. You were talking alcohol. I thought you was well, whatever. Anyway, who cares? Moving on. Ain't no one getting blasted on this trip, okay? Right?
Well, I mean, yeah. If we were talking alcohol, I might.
I'll have a couple. Do you know what I'm excited for? Friday. I got no obligations on Friday. I know you got the pre-fight show. I got
Got the
jack
pre-show.
shit. I'm gonna go
I
explore.
love it when I've got nothing on Fridays, man. I had nothing
got
on
nothing.
Friday in Atlanta. I had fun.
I've got nothing on Friday. Anyway, Harrington, who wins?
I think. I mean, I think Jamahal Hill wins. I don't know. Yeah, I can't make like an impassioned case for it like I have the last two shows, but good news, I was wrong both those times. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to say Jamahal Hill and let the chips fall with it. I mean, this is a great fight. This is a very evenly matched, tough fight to call. Both guys, insane chins on them. Both guys, crazy power. So, yeah, I mean, I just because Jamahal Hill has touched gold before and has beaten those higher level opponents, I think I'm going to go with Jamal, but very close.
Nope, I'm on Team Khalil. I think he's going to beat the brakes off Jamal, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
You think it's a finish, Brian?
I think it's going to be a one-sided stand-up affair, and the ref is probably going to have to step in and end the fight.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Brian's got Khalil. Harrington has Jamal. We shall see who gets blasted in Baku. Let's have a look at the rest of the fight card, though. All right. Today's episode is sponsored by Skims. What are Skims? They are underwear, but not just any underwear. These might be the softest, the most luxurious, and more importantly, the most comfortable underwear that I've ever worn. I fly all over the world doing the UFC, as you know. And when I'm flying 15 hours to somewhere, to say Sydney, I choose my underpants very strategically. Uncomfortable underwear, if you're sitting on a long plane ride or you're sitting in a car, you're going to get squashed up down there. You know what I'm talking about. You don't want to be all squashed and pressed in and all the rest of it. But these things, they feel beautiful. They're very silky, beautiful, fine cotton. They're very, very comfortable, luxurious even. And by the way, Skims, they are the official underwear partner of the NBA, the WNBA, and USA Basketball. So if you're looking for some premium underwear, very, very comfortable, then you can't go wrong with Skims. So if you want to travel around feeling like me, if you want a nice pair of underpants that feels great, extremely comfortable, then you got to head over to skims.com or go to the Skims stores. After you place the order, please select podcast in the survey and select our show in the drop down menu that follows. As I said, Skims is the official underwear partner of the NBA, WNBA, and USA Basketball. Skims.com.